I bet we live on YouTube. It may save me some time there too.
Welcome, beautiful people, to the From My Perspective podcast. It's a beautiful day. It's Buckethead D in the building. Yeah, I came up with a new nickname for it. AKA Captain Hater. He's also in the building. How you doing on this beautiful pre-NFL playoff Thursday, man? I'm so hyped. Favorite time of the year.
Is it your favorite time? Because that means football's almost over.
I
You're a
enjoy the
football head,
playoffs.
so
I mean, I hate about the second half of the Super Bowls when I start to get sad. Like, dang, I got all this time for them to talk about draft people and off-season crap. But I enjoy watching high quality football games, and that's what we're about to get, some high quality football games if the refs don't mess it up. But that's another story.
we're gonna act like the NBA don't exist.
I mean, I
Eh,
like the NBA, but you know you know where my heart
all
is.
right, I was just saying people be hating on people be acting like the sports calendar is over as soon as the Super Bowl goes on. Man, next weekend is All Star Weekend. We got a show, and it's up the road. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna slide up or not.
The prices is ridiculous. I looked them up. They
I was
want
just gonna go out. I wasn't gonna go to the actual game.
so
I
they
was
want to
just
ban they want to ban for nosebleeds. They got me messed up.
Yeah, and I was gonna go to the parties and shit afterwards on that Saturday. That's what I was thinking. But nah. But
Well,
yeah,
I
nah.
know what I'm gonna be doing around about 7:30 on Sunday. I'm gonna be celebrating because my Cowboys should get this win against the Green Bay Packers.
So you went out. We got six matchups. And
Mhm.
you went straight to the Sunday night game, like it went what two
It's
on
not
Saturday?
Sunday night. It's the midday Sunday game.
Okay, so you passed three games just to get to your Cowboys. So we starting off with the Cowboys. I mean, we can. That's
Yeah,
fine.
look, hey, that's where the money's at. Let's go ahead and start with them.
Okay, who y'all playing the Packers?
Yep.
And you already saying y'all gonna win. Why y'all gonna win? You're like you just are. I mean, what reasoning do you have that y'all gonna win?
Well, for one, we're better than the Packers. For two, it's at home where we're dominant, 8-0 this season, won the last 16 games at home. I'm confident. Am I nervous? Absolutely, I'm nervous because if we lose, I'm probably going to call in sick on the pod next week. You might not see me for about 2 weeks. I'm going to call in to work, call into the pod. I'm going to avoid ESPN,
For what?
not listen to any podcasts. Yeah, it's going to be a rough one if we lose. But I'm
Don't
not.
run,
I'm not going to wish that on me. That's what I'm saying. We're going to win.
don't run from it. Embrace it because it's gonna come. You can call in for a month. When you get back, I'm gonna press record and then be like, "So how about them Cowboys?" You could go away to June. Better yet, you could go away to next football season, and we'll start talking, and then I'll be like, "Hold on, real quick. So how about them Cowboys last year?" No, it's not. It's not. No matter what you do, it's gonna come. So don't run. But Jordan Love ain't playing good because I feel like you should be concerned because Jordan Love has been playing good the second half of the season.
I am more concerned about their running game. Last night we played the Packers, which was last year. Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon is hurt, but Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon ran up, tore us up. And that's where we're like we need some bricks in our pockets when it comes to the run game. Hankins is back. He's a big human. That's going to help, but I'm scared about the running game. I'm not necessarily scared about a Jordan Love playing in his first playoff game. We're gonna see if the lights are too bright for him or not. I think he's gonna be good. Like I said on this podcast, it's gonna be dope when he's a Jet in about 15 years. But
If he turned out to be a Jet, that's gonna be well. But I feel like you should be concerned about Green Bay's passing game as well. Like I said, Jordan Love is putting up numbers. He is showing that he can be. He is showing. I don't know if he's gonna be. So the Packers have drafted two Hall of Fame quarterbacks, and they drafted Jordan Love. Do I think he's gonna be a Hall of Famer? I don't know. It's too
still
early
too
to
early,
tell.
still a little early, still a little early.
But I think he's showing that he can be a good quarterback. And y'all Cowboys, y'all F it up. When in doubt, bet on the Cowboys effing it up. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Now, I think y'all should win this game because y'all overall better team. Shout out CD Lamb. I can't, I'm shouting out the Cowboys. CD Lamb. He is coming into his own. I still I don't Captain Hater's coming out. I don't know if he's a number one really, or is Dak just that good.
You talking about you don't know if CD Lamb is the number
I don't
one?
know if CD Lamb's a number one receiver or if Dak's just that good. It could be a combination of both. It could be, but I honestly don't. When I see CD Lamb, I don't see. So like, you remember Andre Johnson used to play for the Texans. You remember
Yep.
Calvin Johnson. When you seen them, Miles, T.O., Ocho, you seen even Dez Bryant. You seen them. You thought that's a number one receiver right there. And said, dude, when in doubt, throw the
So
ball up, bro. He
I,
gonna get it.
I see what you mean. I think it's just he's a different type of number one. You probably don't see Debo as a number one. Is that if I'm correct? You don't see him as that number
Yeah,
one.
that's a good point. That's a good
I
point.
see. I
I
see
know
what
what Debo do. I see what Debo does, and I see how important he is to the offense. I just don't. When I see Debo, I don't see him as number one. But I also think of Debo as a do it all. I think of Debo as for me when I was watching, like not when I was watching football, still watch football. Debo reminds me of what Reggie Bush could have been, or Reggie Bush on steroids. That's what I see when I see Debo. So I don't see number one receiver.
I see what you mean. He doesn't fit the stereotypical what 6'4", 220, 215,
Mm-hmm.
jump out the gym. They get to a step in front of you, they throw their hands up, they open. I see what you mean. I think he's just a different type of number one. I do think he's a number one. I was very against when the Cowboys traded Amari Cooper for a fifth round. I'm still hot about it. I was very against them trading him because I didn't think CD was ready to be a number one. And last year he wasn't. It took him to probably like the last 6 games to even look like a number one. This year he looked like a number one the whole season. I do think he probably wouldn't have been like this if Amari Cooper was still here. I see him as a number one. I see him, he has the second best receiver numbers this season, right behind Tyreek Hill. I see CD Lamb as the fifth best receiver in the league. I know you got Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson. Those are clearly the guys ahead of him. Then I think that tier. And I think CD Lamb is top tier two receiver. So that's where I put him there. I think he's way his numbers is, he's probably gonna try to break the get a get the highest pay become the highest paid receiver, which with the numbers he
Won't
got,
last long.
yeah, with the numbers he got, he has an argument. Won't last long. Because I think Justin Jefferson still has to get paid, and Jamar Chase still has to get paid. Those two, they have a more they've done it more years than CD Lamb, so they have more of a reason to be number one paid receiver in the league. So that's what I see. But again, I think Cowboys should win this game. I do think this is probably one of the Cowboys' best chance for us to go to the NFC Championship. And once we get there, we'll see what happens. But I am
Mm,
nervous. If we do
we're gonna
lose,
have to.
I am gonna call in sick though.
Yeah, you do that. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to keep table that top five receivers for the summertime, or yeah, summertime, because summertime gonna get a little rough.
Yeah.
We're gonna be searching for content. But yeah, because we might try to get a baseball person on because we don't know it. All right, but I mean, we talked about the Cowboys. We both going with your Cowboys. I mean, what's up? We gonna go in order now, or you gonna
Yeah, we can
bounce
go in
around?
order there. We can go ahead, busting in order now.
Just
Yeah, might as
throwing
well do
random
that. I
people
mean,
out.
we might as well get Joe Captain Hater out, my love for the Cowboys out, and talk about something that we're not blinded by.
What
Because
is that?
I mean, you hate it. You're a Captain Hater for the Cowboys, and
I feel like I told the truth. I said y'all was gonna win. Only thing I said that was hater in a way was I don't know if CD Lamb's number one. And even you say it, you can see that. But I mean, like I said, let's go in
I
order.
see your perspective. You see it as he's not Des Bryant, Calvin Johnson. He's a different style than it.
That's all. Yeah, yeah. I don't see it. But all right, in order. Browns versus Texas.
Oh, we Joe Flacco, he looking hot, but I'm gonna just Texas is just happy to be there. They're playing with house money. I'm gonna go with the Browns.
But ain't both of them playing with house money, don't you think? Because neither one of them really should have been there.
But start of the season, the Browns expected to be here. Now they lost Deshaun Watson and had played like five different quarterbacks. They're probably like, golly, we got it. But the way Joe Flacco's been playing, I bet you they feel like they can win the Super Bowl.
Okay, Joe. So I'll watch some highlights on Joe Flacco and what he's been doing. He's thrown some interceptions, and he also won some games, but he's thrown some interceptions. But here's the other thing: he's also thrown some interceptions that got dropped. So his numbers really should, his interception total should be higher.
The thing about Joe Flacco, he been giving teams 350, three TDs. He been throwing teams about one or two, but he's also dropping 350 and three TDs on their head.
But some of them, it been some interceptions drop. I'm just gonna keep saying that. It's been some interceptions drop. He's playing good, but he ain't playing. I think I I would say getting overhyped because I get it. He was sitting on his couch, didn't nobody want him. The Browns went through, like you said, after Deshaun went through two quarterbacks before they got the Flacco. Get it, got it. But I don't know. Everybody acting like he can. I don't know. Everybody acting like dude just out here superstar. And that ain't the case.
He's for someone that just like his man just got off the couch and did that. You
And we
expect
act like
him?
he ain't a Super Bowl champion. He is a Super Bowl champion.
I didn't expect him to do that off the couch. So I expected him to do whole water, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but no, how you? So you think it's gonna? You think the Browns can? They're on the road now. Texans is at home.
Okay. And then the Texans, the Jaguars should have won this division.
We know this,
The Jaguars, all they had to do close. That's why I said both of them playing with house money.
but the Jacksonville pissed down their leg the last 6 weeks.
Okay. So, yeah, that's something we should talk about too. So, I'm thinking I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with the smarter choice is to go with Houston because both defenses are dominant. Both defenses do their thing. I feel like the Texans I feel like CJ Stroud at this point is better than Joe. I don't know. I ain't even gonna say that. I think they about even. I think both teams is about even, to be honest. I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
I think Cleveland has more superstars on their roster. That's why I'm going with them for one. They have Miles
True.
Garrett on one side.
That's
Grant
good.
Delpit is hurt, unfortunately, but um, the Texans, Tank Dell, their rookie receiver, he's out. CJ Stroud's just come back from injury, and CJ Stroud, he is a rookie. This that playoffs is different. Playoffs is a different speed. He had to make an adjustment when he got to the regular season. Now he's gonna have to make another adjustment in the playoffs. So we'll see if he's good enough to do it. I think he is, but he still got to go against that freak Miles Garrett out there.
Yeah, Miles Garrett's a beast. I ain't. Let's not act like Miles Garrett's that dude. I think he should have been MVP. Yeah, I think. Well, not MVP. Sorry,
Defensive
MVP
player.
conversation. He should be in consideration. That's what I'm saying. If it was like the Hasmans, he would have been in one of the dudes that got invited to New
He
York.
be he
You
been
knew,
sitting in New York smiling.
yeah, you know he wasn't gonna win, but he would have made it to New York if it was like that. I Dolphins and Chiefs, the Saturday night game when it's supposed to be below 30.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. And before we talk about specifically the game, how do you feel about this game being streamed only on Peacock?
The stupidest shit. It is the stupidest shit. This ain't a regular season game. I don't care how much NBC paid. Look, imagine I do have Peacock, so it's not a problem for me.
Yeah, yeah,
But but that being said, I think it's the stupidest shit. It
yeah.
ain't a regular season game. You can do that in a regular season. That's fine. I honestly think the NFL should do that. Some of those other like those 4 o'clock games, I think they should give it to a streaming service. The games that's not the national game.
And they did. I don't remember exactly what game it was, but it was a game like the last 2 or 3 weeks that was specifically Peacock, and people was upset. It was a Steelers game, I want to say, and people was upset on Twitter. It
Yeah,
was be so bad.
man, I get, and I know Amazon's gonna get a game at some point in the next 2 years. it's going to happen. I don't have a problem with it. I just think I don't think it should be a playoff game. I think
Yeah.
that's my only thing.
For
I
someone, yeah, for someone, I was boycotting getting Amazon Prime for the longest time. For
yeah,
one of the Thursday night games was always awful, anyways. But I finally got to watch a certain show. Well, since I got it, I started watching some of the Thursday night games, and they're still bad. That hasn't changed. But this Peacock, there's gonna be some fired up people on Twitter
man,
tonight.
man,
But
thanks. But you tripping because I will we be recording this podcast and I will have you here, the TV on the game one right there, and I can see the score.
I got it now. I got it now. I'm paying for it now. So
It's
I'm stuck
over
with it
now.
now.
I
I
mean, you
got
got
it.
the show. You got the show. But
Yeah.
now, the game. I don't. I do want to ask you this real quick answer. Do you think because of the way the weather's going to be that night, do you think they should switch the games? Like the Chiefs game should be earlier in the day, so at
Oh
least
yeah,
it ain't as bad. And
absolutely.
make the Browns Texans the night game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The way that's talking about the weather, like my first thought was, golly, they might have to move this game, but they obviously they can't move it to Miami. Last time something like this was bad, I believe it was a game was supposed to be in Buffalo, and
Mm-hmm.
I forgot who they were supposed to play, but they had to cancel the game. It couldn't be in Buffalo, and they moved it to Ford Field. I forgot who they played, but I remember them having to move a game to Ford Field.
Yep.
They're probably going to have to do if the way I think at this point it's probably too late to move it.
Mm.
If they
But
do move it, it'd have to have moved to Sunday or something. But the way the weather's looking, it is not looking like. I know the tickets are cheap. I saw that these are the cheapest tickets you can get indoor for like $69.
it's below. It's gonna be below 30 with the wind below 30. What the? I look like. Matter of fact, we take too long in this game, but let's be real. Should this game, if you okay, who wants to watch this game? Because ain't nobody gonna score.
No, I already
Kansas City can't run, so
over unders at 43. I got it while I was at 44.
man, I'm ready to take the under, and I don't even gamble.
All right, I snagged it while I was at 44 already. And it's almost 10 points higher than the next game, which the next game was gonna be a quick talk about Steelers Bills. But I mean I think Chiefs is gonna win this game. Dolphins, they've been looking fun in the light recently, especially Tua. They not used to this code that they about to deal with. Patrick Mahomes is great. Go ahead, get them up out of here if his receivers catch the ball.
I was getting ready to say, whoa, I get Miami ain't used to this cold. Kansas City ain't used to this level of cold neither.
Yeah, it's
This
different.
is gonna be a. I don't think if it was like 0 degrees, I would see it, or maybe below 10.
That wind chill.
Really, like no joke, no exaggeration. They said it could be potentially below 30 with the wind chill. Yo, that's cold as fuck. That's Alaska weather. You know what I'm saying? That's Alaska weather. Mind you, not Alaska get worse, but I get what I'm saying. That's Alaska weather.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know who to go with because in my head I would say Kansas City, but Miami has the better running back.
Yeah,
They
they got the two-headed monster running back too. Yeah.
I don't. So the first thought would be Kansas City, but Miami has the better running back.
Yeah.
So I don't know really who to go with in this game
I'm
because it's
still
gonna be cold. Nobody's gonna want to tackle.
you had me you got me curious.
And
I'm still gonna
Tyreek,
go with 15, but now I'm curious. I'm still gonna go with 15 though.
and then all you need is Tyreek to catch one. If you Tyreek catch one, then they don't want to tackle your running back. It's curtains. Uh, I think I'm still like you said. I think I'm still going Kansas City.
15. That's why. That's the
I
only
think
reason.
it's more so Travis Kelsey. I like. I don't know. He be having some drops like here too. So I
He
don't
he
know.
been he been he been playing not like Travis Kelsey lately.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. All right. Steelers and Bills. You said this
So
is going to be quick. What if the Steelers do it? Because uh,
Sean McDermott might get fired if the Steelers beat the Bills.
if he should get fired, he should get fired.
Bills for
Uh,
real shouldn't even be here right now. They pulled it out their butt somehow when they were 6-6, pulled it out their butt and beat. the Dolphins, who looked real funny in the light last Sunday night to be at the sushi, they shouldn't be here. The Steelers shouldn't be here. They're probably, I would say, well, the Eagles. We'll get to that, but they're probably the worst or second worst team in the playoffs right now. With no
I would
TJ
say the
Watt
worst.
either.
I would still say the worst. I would still
Yeah,
say the worst.
yeah, with no TJ Watt either, the Bills should dominate them. And it's crazy. I said the Dolphins Chiefs game with minus 30-degree temperature over under is at 43. Still, Bills game over under is at 35.5. And this is Bleacher Report. So I don't know who they're going, what books they're going through, but I don't know why it's like that. But
It
it's
is.
like,
That do seem kind of. Well, Steelers don't really score like that, so I get it. They
it's
they I, they thinking the game's gonna be one sided. So yeah, I can see that. At first I did, but now think about it a little bit. Yeah, I think I can't see that. I think I can see that. If TJ Watt was healthy, I think they would have.
I would give I give him a fighting chance. He's not.
Yeah, but then, like you said, he ain't healthy. Shout out to Tommy though, but I mean he got him hurt.
Yep. Another year with another winning record. I love to
And he
see a
made
black
the
man
playoffs.
win.
And he made the playoffs. And these people was questioning this man.
Some
That
people
maybe
call
he
him,
has he lost his way. Has he? They ain't playing Steelers football no more. Are y'all watching? Because ain't no offense. It's all defense. I mean, Mason Rudolph came in and not turned the ball over. That's what we in.
yeah.
Sometimes we just need you. Sometimes we just need you not to f it up. That's what the Steelers is playing. Mason Rudolph, just don't f it up. Don't be the reason we lose. That's all we asking. Don't be the reason we lose. For that, but I'm still going. I'm still going with the Bills.
Yep. And next one is probably the most intriguing matchup of the weekend. Sunday night. The Stafford Bowl, as some people's calling it. Rams is heading back up to Ford Field, where apparently they banned Matthew Stafford jerseys. That was pretty interesting. But who you got on the Rams? You got Matthew Stafford breaking the Lions' hearts in this one? Because I got the Rams.
Jared Goff better win this game. They cast you. They cast you aside. You got to the Super Bowl and they still said you wasn't good enough, and they got rid of you. This is you and you. They bringing Matthew Stafford to to his old home. Man, you better put up numbers. Like I'm talking about, dude better put up 350 and 4 touchdowns. Better yet, 425 and 4 touchdowns. You got to make a statement in this game. And also, if you're the Detroit Lions, you need to make a statement because you're trying to build a culture here. And if y'all lose in the y'all the favorites, and if y'all lose this way in the first round of the playoffs, everybody gonna look at y'all as, man, this is the Detroit Lions. Should have known better. So I'm going with the Detroit. This is one of those, man. You better win, pigs. You better win.
I think this is only the beginning for the Lions. I think they better win, like you said. But if they lose, it's not the sky when we fall if they lose. I think they have a bright future ahead of them. They have a great coach. I think they probably will be looking to replace Jared Goff if he loses this one. Probably not next year, but if they can find somebody, they would. I know they still have Hendon Hooker on the roster. I was a big fan of him. He basically was a red shirt. He tore his ACL, so he's basically red shirt. So we'll see, but I'm gonna go with the Rams, and I'm gonna pray. We'll get to it next week if it happens. I'm gonna pray that they beat San Fran. But we can
All
go ahead.
right.
Monday night game.
Yeah, I'm going with the Lions as a you better win this game. Monday night game, Eagles. Why is this the Monday night?
I don't know.
Shouldn't have.
I don't even know why they do play up Monday night games. I'm not a fan, but hey,
ESPN want their bread. ESPN want they shine too.
look cut.
And they want their little cut, like, hey, which I'm assuming whoever they probably play. I gotta look at the brackets, but I'm assuming Eagles or Buccaneers will play the number one seed, which would be
Um, it will be the lowest remain. So if it depends on if the Rams or Lions. If the Rams
okay.
win, they play San Fran. If the Lions win, it'll be between the Eagles and Buccaneers who will play San Fran. But
Okay, cool.
So
I'm
that
assuming the Monday night game gets the Sunday night game, so they can get the most rest as possible.
yeah,
I'm assuming.
yeah. I mean
I'm
that's what they should do. That the
yeah, that's what I'm
schedule will
assuming.
probably the schedule will come out following that Sunday night game because they're like whoever wins this game, they know where they're going. So sure, whoever wins that game will be the Sunday night game or as late as possible. But Eagles looking shaky.
But Buccaneers put up 9 on the Carolina Panthers though. I get like, come on, man. Like, y'all put up 9 on the Carolina Panthers, and y'all know y'all had to win to get in. And I don't think y'all come up with this 9. And I get Baker Mayfield looked hurt, but he got good Godwin and Evans. All you gotta do is get the ball in their hands. Evans is another thing we gotta talk about in the summer. I need to start writing this stuff down. Is Evans a Hall of Famer? Because in my eyes, I think he's a Hall of Famer already.
Yes.
But so yeah, all you gotta do is get the ball in their hands. The only thing y'all can put up 9 versus Carolina. I don't care how shaky the Eagles look. If you can only put up 9 points against Carolina, nah, I'm gonna pick you. I'm gonna pick you to lose. I can't. Like I just can't.
So it looks like we're going against each other for the every game except for the Cowboys game because I'm going with the Buccaneers in this one.
Let me. No, we both went with the Bills,
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
and we both went with the Chiefs.
okay. Chief, we went the Bills, Chief, Cowboys. You went with the Texans. I went with the Browns.
No, I went with the Browns too.
Oh shit! I am I'm shaky like the Eagles right now.
Come on, bro.
Shaky like the Eagles, but I'm going with
Because I'll be giving reasons for the other team to win. I'm one of those, man. Look, if this happened, the such and such, but nah, I'm still going with. I did all that talk about the Dolphins having a better running back, and I still went with Kansas City.
But so my excitement level is at a 10 for the playoffs. Love the playoffs. Uh, Back in the day, my granddad used to take his vacation for the MLB postseason because he was a big baseball fan. This is how I feel about football. I would obviously it's on the weekends. I'm off on the weekends, so it don't matter. I don't need to take a vacation. But
I used
that's
to take
how I feel.
I used to take my first job. I used to take March Madness off. That first Thursday and Friday, that first weekend, I would take March Madness off. Or I'll be like, hey, I gotta be off so I can get home by at least the second round of the game.
Well, speaking of people that's off, looking for jobs, they don't need to take no vacation. There was a lot of firings out there, and some people basically quit. There was two big ones, one in college, one in the NFL. We're gonna talk about Nick and Bill. And before we get out of here, let's go ahead and talk about what you think the Titans are gonna do. But before we get to the Titans, two legends. Now, I mean, ESPN was showing Bill like he retired. He didn't retire. He's gonna find another job. Me, from my perspective, I feel like Nick Saban retiring should have been the lead story. No, I listen to Get Up pretty much almost every morning. They pretty much talk mostly about Bill Belichick for the whole 2 hours. I feel like Nick Saban was the bigger story because he was retiring. Bill's gonna be coaching next season. That's from my perspective. But I
But yeah,
hope
he had been there 25 years though. That's
yeah,
why Nick was. I don't think Nick went 25 years. Nick,
17.
my damn, that's a long time too. But 25, what are you 27?
I'm 27. Yep.
You was 2 when he took this job. Think about the timetable here. You was 2 years old. You couldn't even walk. Well, you probably couldn't walk, but you could barely walk. You was barely forming complete sentences out here too when he took this job. He doing a we think about it. We're doing a podcast right now. So in his interview, when his exit interview, he was talking about how, hey, give me this day to be with my family. I would do interviews tomorrow. That's radio, TV. And then he said internet at the end. When he took the job, stuff on the internet wasn't even a relevant thing. It didn't even matter. It wasn't. Internet was a joke in 1999 when he took his job. You was 2 again. I just want to point that out. Think about how crazy. Think about how crazy that is. I was not.
I mean, he's a legend and he deserves it. I just felt like Nick Saban was more shocking and a
Mm.
bigger deal because he retired. I knew Bill. I pretty felt like Bill was gone. I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like
everybody knew Bill was gone. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so. I mean, so where do you think Bill's gonna go? People keep saying the Falcons. I don't think he fits.
You know, I heard that too, and I thought they was crazy. I'm not the only person hearing that.
No, I'm like he don't. It's not a. I think the Falcons is a flashy, not a youth thing, but I don't think his style or his personality fits Atlanta. I don't
I
see it.
don't see him. Why would you go to Atlanta?
They
So
got talent. They just a quarter. I think they're a quarterback away.
okay, we say they got talent. Okay, they got the Drake London dude, right? All
Kyle
right,
Pitts, Bijan Robinson,
they got Bijan Robinson. Okay, cool. What? Who?
Kyle Pitts, tight end.
Come on, stop, bro. Like, stop. Stop. Like, come on. Like, I ain't even trying to hate no Cowboys. Like, have we seen it in college?
You just ain't seen it yet.
We haven't seen it in the pros, and it's been 2 years. And okay, cool. You want to say he ain't had the best quarterback? All right, cool. If y'all want to say Cowboys, I give you that one too. Defense improved under Arthur Smith, even though he's the offensive coordinator. I don't think the Falcons is a good idea. Honestly, the only place that I keep hearing Washington too. That don't make sense to me neither because they so far away, and
Yeah.
he needs 15 wins to get to Schuler's record. So to me, the most sense makes San Diego. Well, sorry,
The
the
Chargers.
Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm sorry,
Some
they
people
always gonna be saying they go to.
some people got Jim Harbaugh penciled in at that place for some reason.
Mm, mm.
We'll
Who
see.
would you? Okay, if you San Diego, who would you rather have? Harbaugh or
If I'm the Chargers,
if you
I'm
the
I probably personally, I think I like Jim Harbaugh a little bit better than Bill because he's an offensive guy, helped develop Justin Herbert. We, Jim Harbaugh is a good coach. We've seen him go to the Super Bowl. He's a good reason. He's not in the NFL because he was a bad coach. He's not in the NFL because he butted heads with the general manager.
he butts heads with everybody.
So
I mean, that's his problem. And don't get me wrong, Bill don't butt heads with people. He gives his standoffish. From everything you read and every report you read, he gives off his standoffish mode. Okay, so here's my thing. I think I would go with Bill Belichick for this reason. Josh McDaniels got fired. You know who's normally his offensive coordinator when he ain't got a head coach's job? Josh
Josh
McDaniels.
McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels can't be a head coach, but I'm telling you something. That boy can teach. He can run an offense, and he can help a quarterback. He cannot be the lead guy. He's had 2 opportunities. We've seen that he cannot do it. But as far as an offensive coordinator, so you telling me I get Bill in here to run this defense, and if he brings Josh McDaniels with him, Josh McDaniels take care of the what uh
Justin Herbert.
thank you, Justin Herbert. I was about to call him Halliburton. Wrong way. Justin Herbert. Josh McDaniels takes care of that. He could get the offense, and they got weapons on offense. So, and then
You just won me over with that.
man, you put Bill Belichick with that defense. Bill Belichick can make a defense of scrubs look great, and they not scrubs. I ain't saying they, world beaters out here, but they should have been better than what they would. They got players that said they should have been better than what they was. So if I'm the Chargers, I think I go with Bill Belichick, especially if I get Josh McDaniels.
You won me
Well,
over.
ain't especially if you bring in Josh with you. All right, man, let's make it work.
You won me over. I actually like it, but
I mean,
next,
I'm smart. I know. Look, so how I be telling people, Dion's the one that went to school for this whole, media stuff, blah blah blah. He like the actual analyst. I'm just a fan, but I be paying attention. You know what I'm saying? I'll be paying attention.
all right. Well, so let's see if you've been paying attention. We got about 6 minutes left here,
We ain't
but
talking about hold on. We ain't talking about Alabama.
that's what we get to. We got about
Oh,
six
okay,
minutes
my
left, but
bad.
before we get to Tennessee, we got to talk about
You don't have to get.
Alabama's dynasty. Almost, pretty much, I think it's pretty much over. Head coaching search, obviously, Dan Lanning, Oregon's head coach, said, I ain't going there. Personally, from my perspective,
Smart.
I don't want that job. I would not want that job. That's going to be a lot of pressure. That's a big shoe you're going to have to try to get in. Big shoe. And I wouldn't touch it.
You never want to be the guy that you never want to be the guy that follows the guy.
Yeah,
You want to be the guy that follows the guy that followed the guy.
give me that job. After this next guy gets fired, only reason why I would take the job if you give me a crazy buyout. You gotta give me a crazy buyout. Hey, I don't know who that AD for Alabama is. Whoever you are, you can hire me. I just need a $10 million buyout, and I'm good.
Man, I think I need more than that, honestly. So Alabama, realistically, you call the top names, right? Start off with. So you call the Oregon dude. Oregon dude already came out and said no. You call Kirby Smart, even though if I'm Kirby, why would I leave?
No.
It's just going across the street. I got everything I need right here and I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You call I was going to say Debo Samuels.
Dabo.
Dabo.
I
Dabo Sweeney. You call him because he went to Alabama.
10 years, or not 10, 5 years ago, I would hire him. The way college football is now, I wouldn't touch him. I don't think.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I think you still call him because at this point you need the head coach.
And Clemson is smart. His buyout is something, but his buyout is like triple the amount of Alabama costs.
No, I didn't know that. See, you see what I'm talking about? You the professional. I'm not just a fan. So don't call Debo. The two names is Washington's head coach and Mike Norvell from Florida State.
I'd be surprised if Mike goes, but he is when as soon as Dan said no, he jumped up as the favorite. Mike Norvell.
Oh, wow, but why would you wouldn't say yes if you was Mike?
First, like I said, I don't want that. I wouldn't want that job, not after Nick. But if they hit me with a nice check, if I'm Mike Norvell, you can't say no.
Why would I say no?
You can't.
Because we Louisville fans, me and you both Louisville fans. Florida State plays in ACC. You went undefeated and you still didn't make the playoffs.
Nope.
You go to Alabama, you don't have that problem.
Nope.
And you already proven that you can recruit. And let's be real, it's Alabama. All you got, you just don't F it up. That's all you got to do is not F it up.
Yeah.
So,
He's gonna be given the keys to a Ferrari and asked not to crash it.
man, I don't know, dog. I think if I'm Mike, I'm calling him. Hey, what's up? What you want to do? Hey, you see me, I see you. We can see each other. We sit up here like looking like two bunnies. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I think if you might, because I'm calling y'all before y'all even had the opportunity to call anybody else. Before y'all even called a Washington head coach. I'm hey, what's up? What we doing? Oh, I'm having my agent, putting it out, fillers out there like, my bad, Alabama. It's the AD. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he has a relationship with the AD already, so his contract gonna be nice. Man, the agent be like, "Oh man, I called y'all on accident." But I mean, how that search going though, y'all? I got Mike here with me.
If you
Y'all
need an
know each
agent,
other.
I think Q's the guy. If you need an agent, anybody out there?
Man, come on, y'all. People has asked me to be that agent before, for different stuff, to be managers and shit. But man, if I'm Mike, man, I got Mike right here. You want to talk to him? Man, y'all know each other. Y'all go way back. Y'all go way back. He said hi. I heard her. You want to talk to him? Pick up the phone.
And he's a wingman, and he's a wingman too, ladies and gentlemen. I like what I hear. Mike Norvell. Obviously, we don't get more clarity. Hopefully, we'll see what's going on this time next week about some of these jobs. He will get it, but we gotta talk about it. We don't have much longer.
We got a
Who do
minute.
you who
You
who
want
do
to know?
you want to be the next Tennessee Titan head coach? Let's end it with that.
Our offensive coordinator
You just want him to
that can do something besides turn around. Here you go, Henry. Run into the defense. That's that. Run into the box. That's AD. You know what I mean? Like basically, that's what I want. That's what any Titan. That's what every Titans fan wants. And you also want a head coach that's gonna work with everybody. I'm just gonna leave that at that. We could talk about that on a later date. But yeah, me, the head coach, just gonna work with anybody and everybody, and understand you can't just look out for your homies. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that'll be it from My Prospective podcast. Obviously, that's all for seems like that's what's all for Derrick Henry in Tennessee. Hopefully, he can find his way to Dallas. Call him, Jerry. Call him.
Or Baltimore.
Or Baltimore. Call him, Jerry. But that's it from Our Perspective podcast. I don't know, Buckethead D in the building. Captain Hater also in the building. Shout out to the Cowboys.
Man,
Go
come
ahead.
on, wrap this up. Hey, man, look, it's your boy, Mr. Bell, because we keep talking about the Cowboys. Don't nobody care about these Cowboys. You already know it's your boy, Mr. Bell. AKA, man, I can't say your name up on this pie. You know what I'm saying? Might not with you tomorrow. We're going to catch y'all on next week. This man keeps talking about the Cowboys. Nobody care about deal people. Nobody care.
It was like 30